Welcome everybody to this round 1 match between Team Random 5 and Amnesty Gaming. Now, it's round 1, rounds of 16, same thing really as everyone else is kind of going on about. So, let's get on with it, shall we? So, Team Random 5 have picked up an On Her, Odin, Guan Yu 4 and a Poseidon. So that'll be kind of really nice. I'd like to see everyone actually moving. You've obviously the Blood Eagle skin there coming out onto the 4. I'd like that as well. So, Amnesty Gaming have picked up a Freya, Sun Wukong, Neef, Hades, and Ares. Now that'll be of the Amnesty Gaming have a very like AoE orientated ultimate system there kicking in. Obviously you've got the Ares pull the Ares pull from his chains. You're gonna have the Hades pull, obviously with his ultimate to hold him in place. The Sun Wukong there ultimate to go on top of all of that. Freya to ult on that, and then you could obviously get a snare from Neef's 1. We get Ares getting, Odin actually getting up there, having a look at the movement speed buff, but I do believe he's been seen, potentially be seen. It's good that people keep watching down there. You always want to keep an eye on for a jungle invade. They're also probably using Odin just to kind of protect themselves there, just to kind of keep an eye on. Team Random 5, obviously, they don't look like they want to do a jungle invade, but they might do if the opportunity kind of perceives itself. So they decided not to kind of do that one there, but like I said, there's a lot of AoE damage for team fighting going on there for Amnesty Gaming. Now, Team Random 5 have obviously picked up a bit more like singular target, hard hitting carries, so you've obviously got your On Her, brilliant one-on-one DPS, obviously with his ultimate can aim through everybody there. You've got 4 as well, he's got his spin to win, that helps in the AoE fights, but he's generally like a, well, as AD carries are, they're just physically, one single target DPS is pretty high. Odin for locking in there. Obviously Poseidon there for a bit more like cripple crowd control. He's going up against the Neef though, which is probably really annoying for him. But then again, if he can land the cripple off Lovely there, she can't back out. As you can see there, with a bit of little graphics twitch. I don't know if that's just me or what's going on. So let's just have a look at the abilities coming out there. We do have a blink girdle coming off on the Ares, which is on the right hand lane, not line. Okay, we got starter items and level 1 boots coming out for Sun Wukong and Neef there with just 1 potion. Neef's obviously picked up the mana pot. Obviously she thinks she's going to be pretty alright. We've got some action going on the left hand side here. Hades taking a lot of damage here. Caught on the wrong side. On Her stuns him up against the wall. Should go down. Can they get one more auto attack off on him? One more. Someone can't get in the monkey bounce on there. They're taking a lot of damage there to secure that kill, which is they didn't really want to do. They just couldn't get the auto attack in there. There was a load of body blocking going on. I wasn't too sure if it was the minions body blocking going on there, but Team Random 5 managed to secure that first kill. And you could see they just got on the other side of Hades. He had nowhere else to go. Now, Sun Wukong's kind of stuck on his own. He's going to be, as you can see, pushed right under his tower. A bit more action going on the right-hand side there. Spin the wind coming out onto Ares. Also, Guan Yu charges through in Ares again. A couple more auto attacks, and he does go down. Freya gets stunned, and she's still chasing for it. She does manage to get the 4, though. I didn't see he was quite so low down. Does back out, so there's a 1-1 trade coming out there. Also, the creeps were going onto Freya. That's why she took a little bit more extra damage out from obviously after the kill went down. Now Neef mid has backed out really early. Level 4 she's backed out there. Picked up another couple of potions. As you can kind of tell, going mid with just a 1 mana pot is kind of a bad idea. If you're going to pick up a starter item, that's your mana. So a charge going in there from Guan Yu, going on quite aggressive on the Freya, as he can kind of get away with it really. As he's got so much health against her. If she'd have kind of stayed there and not really done anything, he would have pretty much got that. 4 obviously picking up the cooldown reduction. But as I was saying, with Freya, you kind of mid have to judge your... Ooh, Guan Yu taking a lot of damage. Ares going to come in here, get the blink, and get the chains on. Misses the chains though. Obviously, yeah, there he goes. He goes down. He's obviously taking so many chances. Stayed around too long. Blink Ares come in there, and obviously Freya's got that range that punished him for that just overextension. Obviously with 4 out of the way, now it's like 2 one-on-ones. They could have both backed out at the same time, gone and got the XP counts and got back quicker. So I'd have felt rather if they've kind of get out, and I've removed the HUD mistakenly there. So yeah, like I was saying with the kind of Neef, kind of backtracking myself on there as well. You need to manage your mana pretty much. So, up against the Poseidon, he's going to obviously cripple your stun there. And going to cause some damage there. She's got a nice snare off onto Poseidon. Poseidon kind of below, really below half health. 4 in a lot of trouble though. Backing out. Poseidon rotating round just to kind of help out. Guan Yu coming round behind. Doesn't want to keep going there. Needs to back out. Does drop a ward. Gets taken out straight away. I don't know if the ward was down there already for Amnesty Gaming. But is he going to have another one? He does have another one on him. Guan Yu. No, doesn't have another one on him. Yeah, he does. Well, he did. I just didn't see it go down. So HiRez and Freya come around again to do it. Going to be Thunderdomed here. Misses on the Neef. Manages to get the stun and the whirlpool coming out there on the left. On the left hand side we got Odin ult coming out there. Caught, stunned. HiRez up against the ring of, well, the ring of spears. Samukon going after Honor will go down with this leap. Leap go down. HiRez coming out there from Odin. Should take him down though. Pretty low. Now we're gonna see Samukon's passive kicking in about now, so that will get him away. So he manages to just get out of the way. Look at all these archers that are built up for Team Random 5. So that's going to push that lane down really quickly. Obviously all the extra damage, and Odin should be able to tank quite a lot of that damage there, but a few creeps coming out. So they're actually, will they get kind of caught out there? So they're going to stop the creep wave coming in there, get a lot more damage coming out. Now for mid, we've still got 4 there pushing along. There's 3 of them mid though on that red damage buff coming out. So a lot of people. So 4's going to go back. He's going to finish off his boots. Or he should at least finish off his boots. Server reminder, approximately 5 hours. Okay. We have Poseidon obviously finished off his Magi boots. So he's going to get that early penetration off on the Neef. The Neef's going to get stuck in there. And did I see her blink? No, I didn't see her blink. She just moved forward. Missed the snare. It's obviously on the wrong side. We've got on her and Odin coming in there. She's just going to get smashed. So there was a Guan Yu and Mike coming out there, and a spear from on her just pinning her up against the wall. So she had nowhere really else to go. The rotating in kind of worked out there. And the middle tower will go down. Samukon is coming over. There's nothing he's going to be able to do on his own. Even if he jumped over there, he's going to get himself killed. HiRez coming in from behind. Samukon's caught out in the jungle. They're just going to kind of chase him down. There's nothing he can do. Jumps over the top, gets caught in the Odin ring, cracked out there by the Kraken. HiRez jumps in there, uses his ultimate. They managed to secure 1 kill, and I've sped it up a little bit there. So we had HiRez go down. I missed a load of people that actually go down. Didn't even actually come up on the display. HiRez will go down in that action as well. So they've got Samukon, HiRez, and now HiRez. So there's a lot of damage going out there. Let's just bring it back anyway. That was kind of my... I don't know how I managed to speed that up. So let's speed it up a little bit. So Neef gets caught out. Bring it on, going around. Samukon coming over. Speed it up just a tad more. And he makes the leap. He makes the bad idea to leap over the Odin. So yeah, the Kraken comes out. HiRez ultimate as well. Catches down. Gets Poseidon out of the way. So there was an Aegis coming out from Samukon to kind of protect himself a bit longer, and then HiRez went down in the end. HiRez is there, nothing he can kind of do, did bolster defenses, and just being caught out really. They just kind of went in there one at a time and got hammered down. Samukon made a mistake there. Obviously there was, well, from my eyes, made a mistake. There was 3 of them middle under the tower. The tower was going to guaranteed to go down, and he split up from HiRez. He went one way, HiRez went the other way. The HiRez went the defensive way. Golfury is going to come out here early for Team Random 5. Now, yeah, like I said, they split up from each other. So when Samukon got in trouble, HiRez was a long way away to prevent anything from actually happening to him. And he kind of had to just dive in there anyway to protect him. Obviously, with the Odin ult, he could kind of work away with that one. Gonna get in there. It was everybody's kind of trapped in, but it was just a situation that they didn't want to get in early on anyway. So Freya on the right hand side trying to push up the tower, but Guan Yu's back now, so we should be able to hold that one quite nicely. We don't have any particular items coming out at the moment. Just everybody's pretty standard. Freya gets the old banish up onto Guan Yu. Now we've got Poseidon coming in there. Cripple, Freya up in the air. HiRez down there, manages to kind of get his chains off. Should he used Kraken going out there onto Freya. Freya could go down here. Guan Yu uses his 2 to dash through, and now he's free to come out. Poseidon, no, doesn't go down there. Guan Yu manages to get in the way of the chains. Doesn't manage to get in the way of the last chains, or the last chain, and Neef is also in the fight as well. Wouldn't have really kind of mattered. She does have her ultimate up, so she could have probably got Poseidon down in any way, but Poseidon does have Aegis. Don't know if it's off of cooldown yet. But they're all going to reset. Amnesty Gaming does have the most wards out at the moment, so they're winning the ward wars, I like to call it. Ward wars, yes. But they are behind. They are 5k behind at the 8-minute mark, which is quite a big amount. We've got left-hand side, so 4 is in a little bit of trouble, getting caught in there by HiRez ultimate. Does manage to use his ultimate to get out of there, but he has baited out both Sun Wukong's. Oh, he does decide to go down. Really bad idea, I think, from him. So he jumped down onto Sun Wukong. Maybe if he... Oh, Neef ultimate coming in here. It's just gonna... They could have dove. I'd have probably liked to have seen him dove. Odin coming in here as well, just leaping over the wall to kind of help out. Blink forward, catches him in the ring. So one Gonyu might, and an auto attack does finish that off there onto HiRez. Doesn't take too long. On her, rotating it in as well. Can anything go on? Using his ultimate actually, just kind of... Probably only got 2 hits of his ultimate off there. Gonyu's might coming in there, just under. Someone kind of had really nowhere else to go. Maybe if he had his leap, I believe it should have just been coming off cooldown, maybe like 1 or 2 seconds. That's why he didn't decide to keep going, but he should have just kept running. We all kind of think that way. We just kind of dance around the tower, but the towers don't really do anything much around level 10. Level 10 especially, you can take at least 5 or 6 hits, or even more at level 10. It's not really a big problem. So now we got kind of the left-hand tower going down, and they're just going to, Team Random 5 are going to keep pushing this advantage that they have over Amnesty Gaming. Amnesty Gaming is just kind of getting caught out a lot. Either they're being too far pushed up and staying there too long with low health, or they're just being kind of caught out with a little bit of bad judgment. Now, I like, ooh, a bit of action going on the right. I see Freya go up in the air, so we're going to pull that back and see what actually went on with that. So Guan Yu on his own, 4 is rotating over. Does he use his ultimate to come in? That is the question. No, he just kind of walks in, coming round. Guan Yu using his ult, obviously, as he knows. 4's there. Stun wall coming out, and spin the wind to go off as well. So HiRez does try and help out. Double tap. That double tap come off there and just smashed his face in considerably. Now, Sun Wukong and HiRez. HiRez are going to be caught out here by Poseidon. Poseidon coming in from behind. Also, Neef is rotating around there as well. Odin jumps over the top, manages to catch HiRez in his ultimate. Aegis Amulet does come out of there to protect himself from the Kraken, but he's still taking so much auto attack damage from the On Her and the Odin. So HiRez will still go down in that engagement. Now, Sun Wukong is just kind of looking around, seeing what he wants to do. Are they going to take? Should take the cooldown reduction buff. They can't really stop this. Because anytime you can take down the enemy's buffs, that also removes the buff that they can make advantage of and extra XP from them. So anytime you can kind of do that, it's advisable too. Now, the right hand side tower will be the last first tier tower to go, tier 1 tower to go down. But it's going to take a little while yet. There's HiRez and Freya still under the tower, so they can kind of protect that a little bit more. Now, Neef has decided, instead of to finish and get the early penetration off on her boots, and obviously all that extra movement speed for helping her to rotate round, and gone for Devourer's gloves already. So she'd probably only been like a couple of, maybe like 100 gold away from it. HiRez jumping in there, does use his ultimate off in the end. Banish coming up there, wonderful. They couldn't use their abilities to stop that. Chains coming out of there onto 4. So that was a brilliant combination there. It just prevented any abilities being used to stop the HiRez ultimate there. So that was a really good tactic. I've never actually seen that before. Obviously, I need to cast a bit more matches, so I'd have probably seen that a few more times. It's kind of like the Loki, the Banish on the Loki decoy. Works as well, but it really worked well there. Stopped, obviously, all the abilities coming out. On Her manages to block himself in with the wall. Obviously not pulling that back down. Freya is rotating in from the left. And On Her doesn't know this. No Banish coming out yet. Using her 2. Missed twice. Missed 3 times. 4-timer charm she misses. Unfortunately, she didn't manage to do anything there. Maybe a Banish would have helped her out just a bit more. Just to kind of see where he was going to go. Also help the teammates to kind of advance up onto On Her as well. So they could have burnt him down when he landed. Obviously, it does give him a bit more warning. Odin on the right. Just waiting for a jump to come in. Obviously, what he's waiting for is a leap from Neef to kind of come out there. He's quite happy to sit there for as long as he needs to at the moment. Decided now she's pushed back, obviously, to where her old tower was. She should kind of go away there. HiRez uses his dash. Going to get jumped on, and the spears are going to come out there. No one in there really to help out. No Guan Yu Well, Poseidon can kind of go through the walls. Does decide to kind of drop the spears early, I think. I'm not 100%. Kraken coming out there. Snare from Neef manages to catch 2 of them. Summercon overhead slam takes out Poseidon. Now, who is going to get focused now? Focused on this. And there's now Guan Yu's getting focused here. Summercon leaping up in the air onto the 2 of them. Gets dashed through by Guan Yu. Ward there, I was just kind of looking at there. Uses his beads. Guan Yu's going to use his ultimate. Now uses his Aegis, so he does protect himself, but he will die just from the last hit from that ultimate. Ares has come in here as well. There's no banish going to come out to help this one. On her's ult, obviously, to prevent the fall. And they're all kind of stood up there. 4 comes in, landed on top. You spin the win. And the thing is that they all lined up for that one. Obviously, because it was a tight opening there, we kind of had sort of just everybody line up there, clump up. Helped, obviously, with the force stun. I don't think he hit the Freya though. Freya will go down from the 3, and a lot of crits coming out of there. Obviously, I don't know who got the crit. I think it's just a spectator bug. That's just bug. It's just one auto attack from for smashing up 3 times. And you can see, look, there's wards. Just look at that line of wards there, obviously coming out. So they're going to take a middle tower here. Hades is going to come out there and try and stop this. Use his ultimate to just do more damage on her. Just does leap out of there, but 4 not too worried. Just kind of going, yeah. Come on, bring it on. So now Team Random 5 are 10k ahead, over 10k, 11k ahead there at this point. Monkey Bounce coming out quite nicely there from a Sun Wukong. Neef still going for the Devourer's gloves. She's just deciding she doesn't need the movement speed. Team Random 5 are going to go for the Gold Fury at this point, but they are going to get spotted by Amnesty Gaming. But they could force disengagement. They're winning pretty much every team fight so far. I don't see Team Random Amnesty Gaming winning any team fights. They're not kind of being cohesive. There's also not many ultimates up. Ares is back, probably okay. Nice ultimates up, and Summercon. So you've got 2 kind of good team fight ultimates up. But then again, Team Random 5 have 5. Honor is the only one that's not missing anything. So we got Giant's Wrath onto 4-4. Managed to just smash away Hades' face, and now they're going to go Thunderdome straight on top. They did clump up for that one. Odin's Ring of Spears coming out there. Kraken going in as well. Aegis obviously from Neef. Neef could turn around and backflip out of this. She is using her up. Does she decide to backflip? No, she decides to use her 2 to try and heal. On her ultimate, just kind of sitting at the back there, just firing through the ring. And then Freya's going up there to try and help out. They're just so clumped up. Guan Yu does charge through, finish him off. Ares. Summercon's ultimate, like the last ones I pretty much said that was left, is still there. Kind of messing it up. Should just kind of back off. There, the whole 5 teammates there, and it was just him and Freya left. It just kind of, he was never going to get a kill. Decided to go for it. They're going to just back off now. Pick up the Gold Fury again. Seeing as there's no one to stop them, they might as well just keep going. So, let's just have a look at the items. So, towards that for everybody, we've got level 3 hogs, so that managed to finish off that Gold Fury really quickly. Obviously, the 20% extra kind of done. Neef has finished her Devourer's gloves, so hopefully the next item she does finish is her boots. I would be very kind of disappointed if Neef decides to do anything other than finish her boots. Next, anyway, we do have Hide of Nemean line coming out onto Ares. Obviously, with the high physical damage coming out from Team Random 5, he has to do something to kind of counteract that. That's a pretty good way to kind of do it for him. Obviously, you're doing magical damage back at the physical carries, so it's going to hurt him a little bit more than they would hope. On her, on the left-hand side, just kind of backing out. He does back out in the end. Let's just go. Blink engagements are working out really well. Amnesty Gaming are in a really hard trouble. Ares just blows his ultimate straight away. That's completely wasted. I don't see why he did that. Now, well, okay, Neef got caught out. So let's just see where Neef come in. I did miss. Oh, I pulled it back too far. Can't run forward. So I'll just bash that up a little bit more. So she's in the red buff. She's got spotted by Poseidon. Coming back out. Kind of got snared up there. Blinked forward by Odin. Odin catches in the Ring of Spears. 4 is already up in the air. And he lands in the Ring of Spears. So they obviously know they've got the Neef. So he's going to jump in there. Ares comes through. Guan Yu's ultimate's coming up on top of there, onto Ares. Ares is now stuck in the whirlpool. Gets pushed back by Poseidon's 1. And Freya does use her ultimate during that fight and starts back off. Now Sun Wukong coming up again. Going to just get locked in. He's all on his own. They've already died. He just needs to kind of back off there. Does back up there. Uses his ultimate to kind of protect himself. Going to get ulted. The cripple didn't kind of really work from Poseidon. Obviously the slow. And then the dash comes through from Guan Yu just to finish him off there for good measure. Now Freya and Hades. So they're just being caught off one by one. Everyone's just kind of split up. Freya just got stunned against the wall. Did actually manage to get away quite well there. Obviously, no beads. So it's just kind of a slow stun. 4 is pushing up on the right hand lane, picking up that extra, that last tier 1 tower that they want to take down. So Amnesty Gaming are just being caught out by positioning, really. It's just, yeah, it's solely positioning. Obviously, Neef got hurt in the mid lane, obviously taking the damage buff there, and was just kind of caught out. They were rotating in from the right-hand side to kind of help a bit more, but they got caught out by the 4. There was an Ares ultimate got blown pretty prematurely there. Just as soon as he saw 4, he blew it, so 4 just went, alright, I don't have to waste any really expensive abilities. I'll just use my ultimate, backs off there really easy, and then just landed in the Neef and helped kill the Neef. Worked out nicely. Now 4 is going Barrack of Hope. Obviously they're ahead, so they might as well. The damage is so far ahead, they haven't really got much to worry about. Look, obviously 4 is level 17 Neefs, and Hades here are only like level. Pretty much everyone else on Amnesty Gaming is 12 and 10, so they're just being out-leveled so hard that Team Random 5 don't actually need to worry about damage. They can just kind of sit there and build defensive items now. And just carry on from there. Obviously, all the abilities are getting up to level 3. Girdle of Might is not up to level 3 yet. So we've got another engagement on. Sun Wukong getting caught out again. Just being in the wrong place. They've got all this kind of ward coverage and it's not working for them. Stun wall coming out from 4. Spin the wind coming out there. Ares going to pull up. Bit of a broken animation. Doesn't pull anybody. Sun Wukong's ultimate coming out there. Kraken just going to finish this off as he's not going to get Aegis there. Managed to do damage to 4 people in that. No one had an Aegis up and they're just being burnt down. There was the whirlpool. Didn't see a 4 coming out there. We had Guan Yu's 3. Got Girdle of Might, and they just kind of got burnt down so hard. Surrender Vote is coming out here from Amnesty Gaming. Yeah, it's pretty much just game over. They were just getting caught out by positioning at the most part. That's kind of why I like casting round 1 games, because you see all the new teams in here, and it gives them a bit more focus. Obviously, if they could go for this, see kind of what I say a little bit. Also, check over their match play, and you can kind of watch where they get caught out as well. So we got just general stats there. There's just loads of damage there. You couldn't really say anything wrong about the builds. Go back. I just want to go. No, I want to go back. So it's different sides. Player damage. What can you say? They just got caught out by positioning, and you also see some interesting stuff, and you can advise people, and you can also, as well, whenever people watch these matches, they can also see, oh, they made that mistake. Let's not make that mistake in future. And it's really just kind of works for the community really well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the actual cast. Maybe a little bit kind of lackluster in the middle some points, but I've kind of had fun casting it, and I hope you've had fun watching it. I'm Wristy UK. This is the Smite WristySmite channel. You can check over my other channel there at Wristy UK. I'm also follow me on Twitter at Wristy UK as well. You can see all my daily posts going up there, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with the next match that I'll be putting up. Have fun. Bye.